Hello, friends, and what's this? That's right, I'm back on my Nancy Drew nonsense because it gives me serotonin. This is actually a remastered version of the very first Nancy Drew game, which I haven't played. I haven't played the original version of this, although I dearly would love to. I have been inches away from ordering it off eBay, but I have this anxiety in my head that it just won't work on my big girl gamer desktop PC. Maybe one day it'll happen. I sure hope so. But for now, this is what we have. Current assignment, a student named Jake Rogers was killed at the local high school last week. An undercover detective by the name of Beach asked Aunt Eloise if I could go undercover to investigate the murder. I'm posing as a new student to see what the other kids may know about Jake and his untimely end. We know by now, I'm picking Junior. My brain can be as smooth as pudding, so sometimes I need the help. And I gotta be honest, I like that the task list gives some sort of structure to the game.
Dear Dad, who would have dreamed taking a vacation to visit Aunt Eloise in Florida would result in another case? Seems a student named Jake.
Nah, they're all crazy down there in Florida, Nancy. Come on, Florida man.
Wants me to pose as a student to search for any leads at the school. So it's undercover I go. I'm calling this case Secrets Can Kill. Love, Nancy.
I love how she preemptively names her case. Like, she hasn't solved it yet, but she's just got that level of confidence. Nancy, I envy you. Can I have, like, a tablespoon of your confidence, please? A little cup of confidence for a neighbor. Okay, one of the things I love about this game is that the atmosphere is so thick you could cut it with a knife and spread it on toast. Ooh, the music, just the environments, it's, oh, yes, it just gives me everything I could want. Nancy, I had to close the school library early today, but if you need to do any research for your case, the key to the library is in the safe. Remember not to enter in a wrong combination. Be careful, Aunt Eloise. Where is Aunt Eloise during this whole game, actually? Is she just out on a big shopping trip? Like, what do you do when you live in Florida for fun? Go to the pool? Go to the beach and try not to get eaten by an alligator? Maybe she has been eaten by an alligator. That would explain her absence. Okay, this is important. Oh my god, I don't have my Nancy Drew notebook. What am I doing? How could I have even started this video without my Nancy Drew notebook? Hold on. Hold your ponies. No need to panic. All is good. I have my notebook. I am ready to solve a murder. I'm a real professional. I just need like a magnifying glass and then I'd be all set. Nancy would be out of a job if I got a magnifying glass. So, watch out, Nancy. Watch your back, honey. I'm coming for you. This is one of the Nancy games I've played. How many times have I played this? It's one of the ones I've played a few more times than some of the other Nancys. So there are quite a few elements that I remember about it, which is good. Reminders, talk to Jake about library books out of order, call Nancy to get flight number, call Jackie about Spanish schools. Because it's a remastered version of one of the original Nancy Drew games. A lot of the older Nancy Drew games, if you're a Nancy fan, you know this. But if you're not, a lot of the older Nancy Drew games have a lot of things you can look at, but they don't have any kind of bearing on the case. A lot of them are just there to add atmosphere. Okay, we got a nice, modern, state-of-the-art television and VCR in here. This is also like it was a special kind of anniversary Nancy, so there are a lot of like Nancy Drew Easter eggs in this. Like in here, the little classic yellow spine Nancy Drew books. We love to see it. Not to brag, but I'm totally gonna go ahead and brag. I own all 56 original Nancy Drew books. That's right. Hidden clues are everywhere. Nancy knows that better than anyone. See, this one I don't understand either. I wonder if these are just like, because in the library in this game, there are a lot of books which are just taken from other Nancy games. I wonder if that's the case for the books in Aunt Eloise's house as well. I just gotta mentally prepare myself for what comes next. If you know, you know. Okay, I wrote down my combination. Hello? was that not the correct combination? I went into that so confident. Oh, is it the different S? Ooh. If I put this in wrong too many times, Nancy might be in trouble. Come on! Thank you. I never went to so much effort for a game over. Aunt Eloise has the most elaborate security system. Maybe that's just what it's like in Florida. The good news, you now understand what Aunt Eloise warned you about in her letter. The bad news, you now understand what Aunt Eloise warned you about in her letter. Yeah, second chance, please. Okay, let me look at her letter again, because I felt like I wrote down the combination correctly, but I think it wanted me to input more letters? No, I think I did just get the S wrong. There we go. Okay, we got a key. And, oh lord, what is this? It's the Joker to my Batman, the Darth Vader to my Luke Skywalker, the Monday to my Garfield. It's a tile puzzle. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm on Google right now, looking up a walkthrough, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I cannot do tile puzzles. I will try not to use, I don't think I'll have to use a walkthrough for any other part of this game, but the tile puzzle is a different story. But you know they had to have a tile puzzle in this special anniversary Nancy Drew because it's a staple of the series. What would a Nancy Drew game be without a tile puzzle to torture me? Please tell me how to do the tile puzzle, Google. And just like magic, it's done. Thank you, Universal Hint System. You're my best friend. Okay. Oh, you know what? I didn't even need to do this. I actually have Eloise Drew's password memorized. I didn't remember that it was in here, though. So I just tortured myself for no reason. I mean, technically I didn't torture myself because I looked up the walkthrough, but it still gives me pain to even look at a tile puzzle.
Nancy Drew, Detective Beach here. How are
Detective
you?
Bitch here.
Good, and yourself?
Frustrated, Nancy. I need some leads, and you're my man. Well, woman, teen, student, whatever. I'll be at Maxine's Diner. Come see me when you found out anything. All contact should be through me.
Can do. So what's our cover?
Our what?
Our cover. Who should I say you are if anyone sees us and asks?
Oh, right. I'll be your uncle. Uncle Steve. I gotta go now. If you need anything else, come see me at Maxine's. I'm wearing glasses and a green striped shirt.
He just stinks of a man trying to be politically correct, but not knowing what to do because he doesn't go to the trouble to educate himself. Okay, let's go meet Uncle Steve. Good coffee. You know, it's not great. It's not bad, though. It's good. and hamburgers. They have nothing to say about the hamburgers. You judge yourself the quality of the hamburgers. I honestly feel like he didn't need to describe his appearance. He's the only person sitting at Maxine's Diner. Yeah, you could just say, yeah, I'm the only person at Maxine's right now. Come say hi. I'm lonely.
Uncle Steve!
Nancy! Why, I haven't seen you since, for a long time. How's your...
Aunt Eloise. Oh, she's fine. And Dad says hello.
You're staying with your aunt, right?
Yes.
So, what do you got for me?
Well, I was hoping you could debrief me on the investigation.
Oh, sure. I'm just a bit... Well, my undercover assignments are usually not so... suburban.
I understand.
The victim was a senior named Jake Rogers. As usual, none of the family, teachers, or students know about any enemies he may have had. Nothing came
Wait,
up from
hold on,
searching
sir.
his home computer, cell phone, or locker. His bank records tell a different story. He had a fairly large savings account and a lot of cash deposits. We suspect he was involved in something shady. Drugs, gambling, or blackmail. That's where you fit in. Talk to the students and see what you can find out. We think he might have kept information about his activities.
Oh, wait, sorry, wait, we're talking.
So
okay, hold on. I'll turn down the music again so I can hear you.
Or anything like that. Anything else?
Bye, Uncle Steve.
Bye, Uncle Steve.
I don't trust this
See you
man
later.
as far as I can throw him, and I couldn't throw him very far. Do you see these guns? That's right. They're not even knives. They're like a dull table fork at most. It's the best song. This is why I was dancing, because it's the song Nancy dances to in Phantom of Venice in her sexy cat suit. What a classic. Harvest sounds good. That's not what I was expecting, but okay, we'll roll with it. We could play Barnacle Blast, but I literally played that in the last Nancy Drew game I did a Let's Play of. I don't think we need to do that. Okay, this is another detail that I haven't understood about this game. Like, you see there are all these letters that are, like, different colors. I've never been able to interpret what they're supposed to be saying to me. Like, they're talking to me, but I can't hear. I mean, I can see cash cow. Is my cash cow. SH is my cash cow. Oh, I just interpreted it. I don't know who SH is, though. Yeah, I would like to order a broccoli surprise with a fishy wishy, and as a drink, a spot and vanilla, thanks. I don't know what any of these things are. White cheddar ice cream log. Who thought that would be a good idea? Oh, you know what? I've changed my mind. I want the double, triple biggie things. Only $7? That's a bargain. You know, it'd probably be more suited to me, though, is the garbage disposal, because I'm trash. No, I actually have better self-esteem than that, but, you know, I was making a joke for your sake.
Welcome
Hope
to
you're
Maxine's.
enjoying the video.
I'm
Like
Daryl
and
Gray. I
subscribe.
think I've seen you here before.
My name's Nancy Drew. I just moved down here.
Then you'll be attending Paseo Del Mar High. I'm your student council president. If there's anything you need, just let me know.
Thanks. I might just take
Thanks.
you up
I'm a
on that
strong,
offer.
independent woman who doesn't
So,
need a man. Thanks.
What can I do for you?
This man has such... Hi, Whitney. He has albinism energy, if you know what I mean.
Tell me about Paseo Del Mar High.
It's a great school. Good teachers, nice students, lots of after-school activities. It's just too bad what happened.
What happened?
It's a
One
great
of the
school,
students
other
was
than the
murdered
murder.
in school last week.
What happened?
Someone
Just
beat
a
up
small
this guy,
thing, though.
Jake Rogers, and then threw him down a flight of stairs. He worked here, but I didn't really know him. He kept mainly to himself.
That's not a very sexy way to murder someone. It's kind of disappointing. Like, you know, look, you can put them a little cyanide in their milkshake or stab them in a back with a big old knife. A ritual dagger would be ideal. But I guess I'll take beating them up and throwing them down the stairs. I mean, it's better than no murder.
Who did it?
No one knows, and the police are keeping pretty clammed up about it. But my resources say they're calling in some special detective, maybe even the FBI.
No, your sources are incorrect. They've called in an amateur teenage detective who is not getting paid for this job. Because you know Nancy isn't. She's always like, oh, I refuse payment. It's okay. And you know what? She doesn't need to. Her daddy's rich. Nancy's a rich bitch. She's a trust fund baby. She doesn't need your salary. She does this just for fun. As a hobby.
Did this Jake guy have any enemies?
Sure, doesn't everyone? I should get back to work. Nice meeting you, Nancy.
That was such an awkward silence where we were just staring at each other like, does it everyone? Nancy's like, you tell me.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, I love these games. Okay, I think it's time to go to ye old high school. Thank you, Kyle, again. I sure will. 50s dance. Friday, 8 p.m. costumes requested. That sounds so fun. I haven't checked my task list. I'm just so on task.
Haven't done that.
There it is. Hello, fellow kids. It's me, Nancy Drew, the new transfer student. See, it's messages like this. They add atmosphere, but they don't have too much bearing. Actually, maybe this one is a good example. Up, down, left, right. The first letters will help my plight. That is actually useful. Ignore what I just said. Okay, this is Jake's locker, you know, because of the crime scene tape. And I remember what his combination is, because it is one of the least secure combinations in the Nancy Drew series. And that's saying something, because everyone seems to love locking their stuff with a little puzzle that anyone with half a brain could solve. Not with an actual secure passcode that is a combination of random letters, numbers, and symbols. So thanks, Jake. Okay, so his password is like spelling out his name, but it's in numbers, as according to an old phone keypad. So it's 5253. Oh, interesting. English essays through the ages. A treatise on etiquette by Prudence Rutherford, our queen. Judo today. Masked marauder flattens foes. Onlookers and participants alike were stunned when an unknown last-minute entry swept the competition and won the Paseo del Mar's 5th annual men's judo tournament this month. Wearing a cloth mask to conceal his identity, the winner, who identified himself only as Nineco. That's the lamest code name I've ever heard. Impressed the capacity crowd with his quickness and control, defeating opponents well outside his weight class. Break-in at local pharmacy. Paseo County Police respond to a break-in at the drug station pharmacy at 80th Street in the early morning hours yesterday. Whoever it was knew exactly what they were looking for, said Police Chief Tactig. Is that like an anagram or something? No. Yeah, is that like a traditional Floridian name? Moving on. They broke in the building through the back window, took the drugs, and were out through minutes. According to the report, several vials of hectanol, oh heck, were taken. We are just lucky that no other damage was done to the store, said owner Stephen Oitenta. Another traditional Floridian surname. The alarm report came into police headquarters at 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. Police responded and were on the scene within 20 minutes. A broken window was spotted immediately, but the thief had already left the scene. Anyone with information concerning this crime should contact Paseo County Police Department headquarters. We're finding some motives here. We haven't even met our suspects, but we found quite a few motives. Find the morning edition and discover another crime. The answer is in black and white. Black and white to who will do the time. I literally just found that. That was the newspaper. I really need my notebook for this game, for writing down all the little secret notations. Oh, so secret. Oh, this game, I just feel like someone's watching me the whole time, and I love it. Sneznuvd. Inerang. No, I think it's Sinners on a vid. Maybe. I read that out so confidently, but now I'm like, that doesn't sound right, actually. Oh, goodness. Nowhere to turn to, nowhere to hide. Let the books in the library be your answer guide. That someone must hide reflects big secret, worn with great pride. A symbol of kanji. Oh, good lord, I have to be a professional gymnast to read these. He did what it took to make the grade, even if it meant cheating to keep up his charade. The blood was flowing in my head. I was getting a little dizzy there. Hello.
at school. Do you realize what destiny has brought you today? Yours truly, Hector Sanchez. But you can just call me the Hulk.
Okay, Americans, please tell me, do, like, American teenagers like this actually exist? Like, super obsessed with football, extremely tall for their age, very muscly, like, look at those veins, that's kind of nasty.
The Hulk?
Yeah, I got questions about that.
I play for the Manatees, one of the best teams in the state. I leave the others in the dirt, man. Soon it's college ball, and then the pros. Showtime.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always football.
One of the best teams in the state?
Oh, Nancy
Hello?
sounded skeptical
Paseo
there.
Del Mar High School has been Florida's #1 football team for the last 4 years. I've been trying to get the coach to change that lame mascot ever since I first made the team.
Ooh, I like these questions. We're psychoanalyzing this boy.
Are you sure there's nothing to be afraid of?
I'm afraid you're asking too many questions. What's it to you?
Sorry.
Oh, I see what you
what's
did
been
there,
going on at
Hulk.
school?
Somebody killed Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers?
Jake Rogers?
I knew Jake, but I didn't hang out with him. Sorry, can't talk now. I gotta go to practice. Later.
Okay, yes, go to practice. I'll wait here while you go to practice, sir. You know, I'm keeping in mind while playing this game that these are all high school students. Otherwise, I would have made a joke about his interesting nickname being the Hulk. If anything happens to me, look in my chemistry book, page 305. This is a cry for help. Like, I am so confused about these posters. Like, did Jake just be like, oh, hey, principal, I have got this cool poster I think you should put up near the gym. It looks like an eye chart that is good for sports because you need good eyes, so I think you should frame it and put it up on the wall. The principal's like, yeah, sounds good, Jake. What a cool poster. Nicely done, man. Thanks, my dude. Grape orange cool will play the alarm in the school. That's another thing I feel like I've just memorized from playing this game. I say this like I'm like, oh, I know this game so well, but I feel like there's gonna be things that I forget, and I probably will get stuck at some point. Oh, this is gonna be like letters in the alphabet. I don't have time to interpret that, thanks. I will literally bend over backwards to read these notes, but I won't go that far. You can tell it's Florida because there are palm trees outside.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. What's your name?
Hal Tanaka. Actually, my first name is much longer than that. But I want to fit in here in America, so I chose Hal as my nickname. I'm a Japanese exchange student.
Why do you think it's easier to have an American name?
I want to be part of the culture and succeed in this country.
What are these questions? Why do you admire Americans? My answer would be, I don't. No, I want to hear his answer.
Why do you admire Americans?
They're such open people. I admire the freedom here. If you work hard enough, you can achieve anything.
Such open people. We're here investigating a murder, and the murderer hasn't come forth and openly said, hello, I am the murderer. So I think, you know, the context of what's happening right now, you might want to think again about that point. Poor lad, he comes over here, an exchange student, and there's a murder at his high school. That's not really the American dream. Some of these questions, why do you work so hard? Maybe you should take a break.
So, what's been going on at school lately?
A murder was committed here. Everyone is very stressed out.
Yeah, all 3 students who are at the school.
What happened?
I heard Jake Rogers was pushed down a flight of stairs.
Did you know him?
Not really, only by reputation.
What reputation?
I feel uncomfortable speaking about this now. Please, excuse me.
He was a bad boy. guitar riff plays in the distance.
Like a bullet from a gun, she arrived on the scene. A young detective who doesn't know the meaning of fear.